As much as Kamala Harris pretends that she has nothing to do with the record of Joe Biden, she is the sitting vice president, and we can't let her forget about it. And here is the record of Kamala Harris. The record of Kamala Harris is that Pennsylvanians are spending about $1,000 more per month to afford the same life that they could have afforded when Donald Trump was president. The truth about Kamala Harris's record is that Pennsylvanians are spending more on groceries than they've had the biggest cost increases on groceries than the citizens of nearly any other state or commonwealth in our country. The truth is that residents of Pennsylvania are suffering as much as almost anybody from Kamala Harris's wide open border and the skyrocketing housing costs and the skyrocketing fentanyl overdoses that it has caused. And so our message to Kamala Harris, who tries to pretend that she didn't have anything to do with these policies, is if you really want to help the American people, stop talking about what you're going to do and go and do it. You're the vice president now. Get to work. Stop talking about what you're going to do. So here's the craziest thing to me about this entire campaign. Is if you think about it, this hasn't happened in the lifetime of any person living in this country. The last time we had a presidential campaign where you had two records of achievement. You have the record of Donald Trump versus the record of Kamala Harris, and it's staring us all in the face. And that hasn't happened in this country in about 140 years was the last time you had a true repeat election in the United States of America. So just think about this. Donald Trump lowered taxes for working people in the United States of America. Kamala Harris has promised and, in fact, has raised them. Okay? Kamala Harris opened the American southern border and wants to give Medicare and free benefits to illegal aliens. Donald Trump, our message to illegal aliens is pack your bags because in 4 months you're going home. Kamala Harris wants to impose the electric vehicle mandate, which would destroy over 100,000 manufacturing jobs in Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania and other places. And Donald Trump wants to empower you to drive whatever in the hell car you want to because this is America and we believe people ought to do what they want. Kamala Harris wants to defund the police. She said so herself on camera. Donald Trump wants to back the blue and fight for our law enforcement and safe communities for everybody. And of course, as crazy as this sounds, it is actually true. She actually said it. Kamala Harris wants to use your tax dollars to give sex change surgeries to illegal aliens. And Donald Trump thinks that's crazy, and we ought to build a wall to keep illegal aliens out of our country in the first place. Now, when you ask Kamala what she wants to do, cut out the slogans, Kamala Harris. What are you actually going to do to lower the cost of groceries and housing? Because they've skyrocketed under your leadership because of your policies. She'll say something like, well, I grew up in a middle-class family. Or you say, Kamala Harris, look, there is a war breaking out on every continent in the world, and we all know that when our leaders screw up and cause the world to set on fire, it's working class and middle class Marines and soldiers who go and pick up the pieces. So we need a president of peace and stability. But you know, when they ask Kamala, what are you going to do to actually bring stability back to the world? Because the world is going crazy right now. She'll say, well, you know, when I was a little kid, I made the hash browns at McDonald's, and I was very proud of it. And anybody with a lick of common sense is listening to this person and recognizing that she has no ability to lead the world's greatest nation. And I think, you know, I'm sure a lot of you agree with us on most of the big policy issues, so this is maybe more to the folks who are watching at home or, you know, we'll see some of the media clips. We got to ask ourselves not just if we agree with the political leaders that we choose on the issues, but whether they've got the basic competence to do the job in the first place.